We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
12. And the Cardinal first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Dobbins. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action now. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Made by Brandon Graham. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cardinals 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Isabella.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Cardinals.
Now Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Murray from midfield. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Cardinal first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, He might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Push him back. Play out.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Cardinals 6. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray dancing to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Murray. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Murray now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20.
Murray's pass.
33 yards that time. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Cardinals 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They run again with Carson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go, team.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Check, 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 check.
They'll run here with Dobbins. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run the counter. Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
A gain of
solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Murray buying time to his left. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, remember tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
51 the mark, boy, 51. Right.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. James. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run the counter. James. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Play action. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50.
Oh, we got
30,
plenty to fight, baby.
The 20. 10. 5, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run on 1st down. It's James. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wilson.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's James. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Aaron
McDonald. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Seahawks, nothing.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 35.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Joseph's got it. And the lead moves to 10-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And
this will be caught at the 30.
And that was way
all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 78 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Lions 10, Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Here's Beckham. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the
On 1st down, it's James. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
By the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Yeah, you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Timer pass set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
To Derrick Henry.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A first down carry for Henry. And the whole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Detroit.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And the Lions 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A toss left. Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
He was taken down by...
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll toss it to Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this defense has broken.
you